Welcome to Past People. Please subscribe to support these videos. In the tumultuous world of Augusta, the mother of King George III, family discord and drama continued to plague her life, even as she faced her own health crisis. Her relationship with her children remained strained, with some defying her wishes, and her role in concealing her son's mental illness raised questions about her judgment. As her health deteriorated due to throat cancer, she orchestrated a dramatic farewell tour and unwittingly set the stage for a series of heated disputes between her eldest daughter and Queen Charlotte. Yet, the most devastating blow came with the shocking news of her daughter Caroline Matilda's imprisonment and exile, marking a dark legacy that Augusta couldn't have foreseen in her tumultuous journey through the royal courts of Europe. Estranged relationship with her children. Surprisingly, despite King George III's deep affection and respect for his mother, the rest of Augusta's children harboured a strong dislike for her. Her eldest daughter, Augusta of Great Britain, actively befriended Queen Charlotte early on, mainly to vent her grievances about her mother. However, the most significant discord in Augusta's family came from an unexpected source: witnessing her son's mental decline. In 1765, Augusta received devastating news. Her son, King George III, suffered the first of what would become recurring bouts of mental illness. These episodes, characterized by fever, insomnia, and cognitive impairment, raised concerns about his fitness to rule. The government even passed a Regency Act in response, although it was later repealed as George showed signs of recovery. Augusta, however, played a troubling role in this crisis, concealing a dark secret. In the face of George's deteriorating mental health, Augusta and her confidant, the Earl of Bute, kept his troubling condition hidden from his wife, Queen Charlotte. Augusta, driven by her need to control the narrative, failed to disclose the truth, and karma, however, had its way. Sons defying their mother. Augusta's poor relationship with her children led some of her sons to make independent marriage choices that defied her wishes. Her son William secretly married a Dowager Countess in 1766, while Prince Henry's marriages were considered beneath his station and further infuriated Augusta. Her diminishing control over her younger sons fueled her anger. Ensuring a royal marriage for her daughter. Desperate to ensure a suitable royal marriage for her youngest child, Caroline Matilda, Augusta had already arranged for her to marry the future King Christian VII of Denmark at the age of 13. In 1766, she finalized the marriage after Christian ascended the throne. Nightmare marriage for her daughter. Initially, Augusta might have viewed her daughter's royal marriage as a triumph, but it quickly turned into a horrific ordeal. King Christian was mentally ill and disinterested in his wife, leading to public quarrels within the Danish court. Augusta, never one to shy away, intervened. Upon hearing about the marital discord between the King and Queen of Denmark, Augusta decided to meddle once again. She urged the King of Denmark to reinstate one of Caroline Matilda's favourite ladies who had been exiled, only to receive a resounding no. Augusta then advised her daughter to show more affection to her mentally ill husband, an approach that proved unsuccessful. Beginning in 1770, Augusta became aware of dark rumours surrounding her youngest daughter and Denmark's political intrigues. Concerned, Augusta, now in her 50s, visited her daughter to address the situation, hoping to exert her influence. Augusta entered Caroline Matilda's residence with the intention of talking some sense into her daughter, but she was met with a shock. Caroline Matilda appeared wearing breeches, a bold and scandalous choice for the time. Augusta voiced her displeasure, but for the first time in a long while, someone was about to challenge her. A defiant response. Augusta, who had spent decades getting her way, found herself facing resistance. Caroline Matilda, in response to her mother's objections, curtly retorted, "Pray, madame, allow me to govern my own kingdom as I please." Augusta was suddenly dealing with a defiant daughter. A farewell tour. In 1772, Augusta confronted a frightening reality. She was suffering from throat cancer that would ultimately claim her life. Due to her character, she didn't pass away quietly. Instead, she organised a farewell tour for herself and invited her eldest daughter to visit for an extended period, unwittingly setting the stage for dramatic events. Courtly turmoil in her final moments. Augusta's determination to make a lasting impression in her final months brought about turmoil within her court. Queen Charlotte, who had a history of strained relations with the Doge, began to engage in heated disputes with her daughter. They sped over matters of etiquette, with Queen Charlotte mirroring Augusta's past criticisms, and the Queen even controlled when and how King George III could visit his sister. Augusta's legacy of stirring the pot continued, but the ensuing events were far from trivial. Her daughter's imprisonment. In February 1772, Augusta received shocking news that left her devastated. Her daughter, Caroline Matilda, had become embroiled in a scandalous affair with a courtier. This was no minor indiscretion, as the King of Denmark had taken action, arresting Caroline Matilda and imprisoning her in Kronenberg Castle. Augusta's life suddenly became engulfed in a dramatic turn of events, and it proved to be the ultimate blow. A final struggle. Augusta's strength dwindled rapidly upon learning of Caroline Matilda's scandal. For 10 days she sustained herself solely on cordials while grappling with anxiety over her daughter's fate. On February the 8th, 1772, at the age of 52, Augusta breathed her last breath. Later that year, the King of Denmark forcibly divorced Caroline Matilda and exiled her, tarnishing her reputation for the rest of her life. However, Augusta missed one final twist of fate, a dark legacy. Augusta never lived to witness the downfall of her royal daughter or the full extent of her royal son's madness. More than a decade after her passing, King George III succumbed to another episode of mental illness, demonstrating that his affliction was persistent. He eventually passed away in 1820, nearly half a century after Augusta, with his sanity severely eroded. Augusta's aspirations for her royal family had crumbled into dust. Remember, the stories of the past people shape our present and future. Keep exploring history, and I'll see you next time on Past People.